And many times at this point, my classmates tell me, "No, but we're doing fine with AI. I'm already on track. I want to keep learning about this." Well, the thing is, this diploma course isn't about artificial intelligence. It's about information and communication technologies, and one of those is artificial intelligence. If you want to specialize in the field of artificial intelligence, which is already giving you a badge and 2 AI tools to continue your training, I highly recommend this course. Introduction and Application of Generative AI, okay? I'll tell you about it really quickly. This one is specifically focused on generative AI to turn you into an expert in record time. From here, we're mainly going to focus on artificial intelligence and prompt engineering, alright? In this course, we work a lot on how to create your prompts, how to make them more complex, and how to make them better. So, in this section, we use 2 artificial intelligence tools in addition to ChatGPT. Users who complete this course end up with 3 artificial intelligence tools and become experts in them, alright? Again, we go over the fundamentals of artificial intelligence. We have a whole module focused on prompt engineering and prompt engineering exercises. This course is very hands-on, and with it we use 2 artificial intelligence tools, one called Napkin for generating reports, and another called Gamma App for creating presentations, alright? I'm going to show them to you in a moment so you'll be tempted by the chocolate ice cream, okay? This is going to stick with you, right? Chocolate ice cream, I love it. Alright, here what we're going to look at is how ChatGPT works. We're going to be working with 3 AI tools at the same time, and basically, that's what our course covers, okay? You'll be able to find it within the GPT platform, but to tempt you with the chocolate ice cream, I want to show you something. That's why I'm going to ask ChatGPT, GPT in this case, to prepare a prompt for us. Hold on for 2 minutes, David. Let me do this demo so you can see it, and then we'll get to your question. Hi, GPT. Today I want you to help me write a report about the incidents that have. No, let's think of something positive. Let's think of something positive. Hi, ChatGPT. Let's work on writing a report about the outstanding performance of the students in Module 1 of Introduction to Artificial Intelligence in the Health Field. All of the participants have put in a great effort. Out of 100 people who have joined so far, 68 have already completed the Artificial Intelligence module, which means they are now able to apply this technology. This is a precedent in Mexico, since they are the first to take this training, the first students who are being trained in this area, and they will be the ones to lay the foundation and lead the way in developing new training programs for healthcare personnel. I need you to first do thorough research that can support this report's writing with information, and give it to me in a written format as if it were a brief. You know, we're using complex prompts. Let's see what results we get now, because up to this point, this is what you already know how to do. You already know how to make complex prompts. You already know how to work with ChatGPT. You can already do this part without any problem, right? Alright? So, over here it's giving me the text, and now I want to show you this part. Napkin is an AI that works really well for us to handle project summaries or summaries of Actually, let me show you. It's way cooler. With this, we can work on all kinds of project summaries or really complex texts. Check this out. Hold on, I'm going to ask it here to make it into an executive summary. Write it as an executive summary. Why do I want to show you this, colleagues? Because you all are going to do this in your activities. At the end of the day, you have to present this to the section chief, or the coordinator, or the lab manager, or the hospital director, or the floor supervisor. I mean, a lot of times you have to present your work to someone else, and that person needs to understand the same thing you understand about your work. Well, that's the toughest part of all this. But guess what? What happens if I take this information, which you know I'm not actually reading, but we should be reading it. It's just for the demonstration, and I'm going to create a new napkin. Alright? Obviously, I'm not explaining how this works because that's what we have a course for, but I'm going to copy and paste all the information we've been working on. I'm going to hit continue, and I want you to see what it does. In this case, it's writing it in English, but that's not a problem. We just need to change it to Spanish. But what I want to show you is what Napkin can do. I take this information here, which talks about the project summary, and from here, I'll be able to do this. I'll be able to create real-time charts without having to go into design myself, alright? And I can go ahead and select all this text we have here and start generating charts like this one, which look really cool, don't they? And suddenly, I have to show my boss, or the team lead or whoever, that all this text can be turned into a really nice table. This is so we can present the information much faster, okay? So, you see that all I have to do is work really nicely on my project in ChatGPT, and then move it over to Napkin so Napkin can do all of that for me. Ladies and gentlemen, who wants this tool? Oh, right, now everyone's like, hey, I want it. Who wants it? Raise your hand for me. Who wants this tool? Well, yeah, obviously now everyone does, right? Of course. All right, yes, thank you very much. So, this is Napkin, and besides Napkin, we're also going to have another one called Gamma App, which is just amazing. I'm going to copy the same text. Let's go into Gamma App, and from here in Gamma App, I'm going to create a new Gamma. I'm going to be able to tell it that I'm going to paste my text. I'm going to paste it just like this, just like we're doing right now. I'm going to tell it to keep this text exactly as it is, and to set it up for me. Alright, from here, it's going to take me to the screen where I'm going to select that I want it in free module mode, that I want it to keep the text, and also to generate some really nice images for me in Pixar style. Alright, and I'm not going to show you anything, I'm just going to click continue. I'm going to choose the first theme, a theme that looks nice for the presentation. For example, I think this one looks pretty cool. I'm going to click generate. And I genuinely want you to clearly see the truly impressive and remarkable result that we are going to meticulously obtain and carefully observe. Let's take a moment to thoroughly examine this. Let's truly witness the artificial intelligence in dynamic and powerful action, demonstrating its full capabilities. What are your immediate thoughts and initial impressions on this fascinating demonstration? Pretty cool, right? Yeah, well, this is already the realm of artificial intelligence. Alright? Cloning is still beyond. I mean, I want you to know that right now you're learning the basics. Just working with ChatGPT, just to be able to create this text, you only need the basics. Being able to open the app, knowing what a prompt is. That's the basic stuff you need to work on this part. Then, once we have a more advanced understanding, we can work with visual reports that will allow us to present information in a much more developed way. Now, from this point, we'll also be able to make amazing presentations like the one I'm showing you right now. So you could even present to the Secretary of Health, right? Isn't that right? This presentation is already ready to be shown at any hospital or to anyone. I mean, it has all the elements we need, and on top of that, all of this can be edited to make it even nicer. Do they look like ebooks? Of course they do. The ebooks you've seen, the ones you love, I know it, are made with Gamma App. This means that if you gain advanced knowledge of Gamma App, you'll be able to write your own ebooks. That's what's coming.